Hey guys, pheenX here, and boy, it's been a while, hasn't it? I have a few things I'm going to bring up, and I guess the first thing I am going to mention, I am going to start recording videos again. However, it's going to be just a little bit different. For the first thing, since it's been so long, I'm sure some would think, am I going to delete my old videos? I changed my whole name and everything, so it's to be expected I delete those, right? Actually, no. I'm actually gonna keep those around just because, well, it was how it started. It may not be fun to watch, it may be embarrassing to rewatch, but that's just how it started. Next thing I should probably bring up is the reason why I stopped for so long. Ugh, boy, there are many reasons. I'm sure as I had tried to post, there were a couple of things where I tried to come back, but it never worked. The first interference was college. I only lasted a year there, to be honest, because of issues. I'm not going to go into detail about that. But, basically, those issues caused me to not feel the emotion to record anything anymore. So, that was a bit of a drop. And then, of course, like I said, didn't last a year, so I went to stay with my grandparents for a while, and I was still recovering from that. And for some reason, I had the genius idea to try living in California. Lasted a year, once again. Oh, that was a mistake in the making. Stress really got bad there. And I basically moved back with my grandparents in the end, but moving to California was one of the biggest mistakes, and it caused my emotions to go haywire and stress to just really go higher than ever. But, now that I am more comfortable, I feel like I am going to come back into videos. And like I said, I'm not FireJ anymore. I discarded that name, and I'm instead going with pheenX, or pheenthefalcon, as sometimes my names will appear in certain games. Either or, it's a username I've actually come to like way more. Now, my setup for recording has changed as well. My microphone, first off. This is a brand new microphone. It's a Samsung portable, and so far, from what I've done with the testing, it's amazing for the price I paid for it. It's able to pick up, and there's a little bit of a background buzz, but that is very limited, and it's pretty good. So that's one positive thing to it. I also got a pop filter if I ever need it, but so far this mic seems to be holding out on its own. I also have a new gamepad for my games I'm gonna play. I have a new laptop that it's able to hold way more data, so I can have a backlog of videos to come. I have new game consoles. One thing I lack right now is a capture card, but I plan to replace that soon, and I will be doing more game recordings with that. Right now, I'm just limited to stuff I can play on my computer. And so, that's all I can really do for now, but I got a lot to play for that, so that is fine by me, and I will be glad to come back when I get a new capture card. I'm saying too many times, but, then, let's get to the games coming soon. Like I said, most of the games I'm going to be doing is coming from the computer, but most of them, I have a blast playing. I plan to also do, when I can, to do some games that I've never played that are actually kind of old, and I'm curious to play those. I know blind Let's Plays are kind of fun because you get to experience it, you get to see the new stuff, and I do want to do those, but I also want to play what I know because that's what I'm comfortable with, and that's what I feel I can give more information and dialogue for. But I am definitely looking forward to trying new things. So if there's like a game that I may not know about that's kind of obscure, something that you think is fun or anything, definitely let me know. And like I said, a lot of the stuff I'm going to play is from Steam, and I'm not going to say what I plan to be playing. I'm just going to say that's basically where it's all going to be coming from. What I won't play, however, I feel I should mention. Certain games, certain genres, certain stuff like that, there's stuff that I won't even touch. Like, I won't do many modern AAA games, and that reason is kind of, most of them just don't interest me at all. And it takes a lot for a AAA game to interest me anymore. Nintendo seems to do it pretty good, but the other systems, just, I can't get into. I also won't be doing a lot of horror games, because besides them not getting to me as strongly as they used to, I'm kind of jaded towards horror games anymore. Grew up on them, and just doesn't affect me. I'm not trying to brag. But, I feel there are plenty of other people that could do those better. The only time I'll probably play a horror game is when they actually seem interesting to me. Because there are definitely some that caught my interest, but I never found the gall to play. And I know this is going to sound annoying, but one of those that kind of interested me were the Five Nights at Freddy's series, but since that's a little late on the boat, I'm just going to skip that series and wait for something else of interesting to catch my interest. So, interesting to catch my interest. Boy, I'm good at speech. Had an outline and everything, and yet I'm already screwing up. But yeah, that's kind of the limit of what I won't play. I also won't play anything over the mature rating, of course. I get the feeling that those sort of games would appear out of nowhere. Well, you know, I say this, and yet there's a couple of games already that I know I'm going to have to censor certain parts. But it's not exactly what you think. I'm making this sound really bad, but when I play those, you'll see what I mean. They are games that others have done, so I know it's okay for them to be on YouTube. But the reason I play them is because they definitely looked fun. And I guess that's another thing I should mention. Some of the games I'll play, a lot of more popular people have played, but it's because they look interesting, they look fun, and I may have played bits and pieces of them and I had fun with them before, so that's the reason I'll be playing. Not because I'm trying to copy and get views, it's because I'm just trying to have fun. I guess another thing I should probably bring up is I've noticed as I've been going through YouTube, streaming is becoming popular. I'm not going to do those yet. I may do those. So far, it's a definitive no. But if things go the right direction, yeah, I'll definitely consider streaming. I know how to, I just never found a reason to. They don't interest me as much as regular videos do. So, one more thing I feel I should mention, and this one I'm actually kind of excited for. I have been talking with a few of my friends, and we were questioning on doing a podcast. I find this kind of fun because I don't know why. I just find these sort of radio things interesting to listen to. Something to just have in the background, or something just to keep your focus on whenever you're doing something else. That's kind of the reason I do it, and we kind of came with this idea when we were just talking about a certain subject, and we went on for a good while. To the point where if we did make this a thing, we would have to limit ourselves. But we are definitely considering a podcast, and I'm kind of excited for that, so long as we can get everything set up. But yeah, after I finish the dialogue for this, I'm going to start editing the video. It's probably just going to be one picture with some music playing in the background. But once I get this done, I'm going to start recording stuff I have planned. I have one more thing to mention though. The stuff I played in the past, the stuff I left on cliffhangers, the old Let's Plays of Fire J, I'm going to redo pretty much all of those if I can. Like I said, I'm kind of limited to what I can do right now, but I do want to redo all of those as pheenX. Because like I said, it's kind of embarrassing to listen to now. I feel like I can do a way better job. But yeah, these are the basic plans. I'm going to try to set them in motion. I'm going to try my best to keep these in a basic work. I will be having a job soon, so that might take up some time, but with as lazy as I've been lately, I feel I can make plenty of time to do some recording for some videos. So, with that being said, talk to you then.